President Trump says he hopes there will be no meddling or tampering during next week's election. He says his administration has spent a lot of time and money to try to prevent that. Tonight we go inside the government's plans to try to keep the election secure. Here's Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge with a Fox News exclusive.
We haven't seen any activity that we can attribute directly to a foreign nation.
Homeland Security Secretary Nielsen will oversee the nationwide Situation Room on election night that tracks cyber threats to voter databases, as well as online efforts using propaganda and disinformation to influence voters' perceptions and decision-making.
We're going to have the most secure election in the modern age.
Nielsen spoke exclusively with Fox about the new security measures, a day after FBI Director Christopher Wray and the nation's intelligence chief, DNI Dan Coats, briefed the president.
His basic message was elections are the heart of our democracy. It's extraordinarily important that Americans have confidence in them.
The National Cybersecurity Command Center and DHS have added monitoring that covers about 90% of registered voters. Known as Albert sensors, the program flags cyber intruders. Now DHS says more than half of all states have completed vulnerability assessments.
If there was an attack on the voting Tuesday, there would be a U.S. government response.
Absolutely.
That's the president's position.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a lot of reporting it would be a cyber response. Is that on the table?
Everything is on the table.
The intelligence community recently warned Russia, China, and Iran leveraged social media to amplify issues that divide voters. Last cycle, a Russian troll factory masqueraded online as U.S. citizens. Earlier this year, Beijing sponsored pro-China ads to sway American farmers.
We continue to see extraordinarily aggressive actions by multiple countries to influence the way in which Americans think, and in some cases, such as China, to perhaps change our policies.
Nielsen notes foreign governments and hackers may not breach voting systems, but she warns they still exploit election night
to sow confusion, discord, and mistrust by placing stories in social media or state-sponsored media that something was wrong.
On Election Day, Homeland Security says they will also partner with the RNC and DNC. Secretary Nielsen said Americans should not jump to conclusions if there is a problem and wait for an independent assessment from FBI, DHS, and the intelligence community. Brett.
Catherine Herridge live in New York. Catherine, thank you.